Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a class on the Bhagavad Gita as it is, second chapter, text number 15, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 21st of November, 1972, in Hyderabad, India.
Sri Rupam Sakrajatam.
Here, in this material world, we are put into mitatta, subject to birth, death, old age and disease. But there is another position where there is no birth, death, old age and disease. So, which position we should like? Birth, death, old age and disease, or no birth, no death, no old age, no disease? Which one we should like? I think we should like no birth, no death, no old age, no disease. So that is called amritatta. So, amritattaya kalpate. Amrita, as we are in our own original constitutional position, we are not subjected to birth, death, old age and disease. Just like Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha, eternal, blissful, knowledgeable. Similarly, we being part and parcel of Krishna, we are also of the same quality. We have accepted this position of birth, death, old age and disease on account of our association with this material world. Now, everyone is trying not to die. Everyone is trying not to become old. Everyone is trying not to meet death. This is natural because by nature we are not subjected to these things. Therefore, our endeavor, our activity is struggling. How to become deathless, birthless, diseaseless. That is struggle for existence. So here in the Bhagavad Gita gives you nice formula. Jang hina bhathante iti purusham purusarasava. This transmigration of the soul, one which is not afflicted by this dhirastatanamuyyati, one who understands, suppose my father dies, if I have got clear understanding that my father has not died, he has changed the body. He has accepted another body. That is the path. Just like in our sleeping state, dreaming state, my body is lying on the bed, but in dream I create another body and go, say, 1,000 miles away in a different place, as you have got daily experience. Similarly, the gross body being stopped, I as spirit soul, I do not stop. I work. My mind carries me. My mind is active, my intelligence is active. The people do not know that there is another subtle body made of mind, intelligence and ego that carries me to another gross body. That is called transmigration of the soul. Therefore, one who knows that the spirit soul is eternal, deathless, birthless, ever new, nitta sasatayam purana. Nitta sasatayam purana. Purana means very old. We do not know how old we are because we are transmigrating from one body to another. We do not know when we have begun this. Therefore actually we are very old. But at the same time, Nitya, Shasatang Puran, although very old, just like Krishna is Adi Purusha, the original person. Still, you will find Krishna always a young man of 16 to 20 years age. You will never find Krishna's picture as old. Navajauvan. Krishna is always Navajauvan. Advaita Achyutaya Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusa Navajauvan. Adyam, the original person, and the oldest, at the same time, is always in youthful life. Adyam Purana Purusam Navajauvan. So, anyone who knows that how the soul is transmigrating from one body to another, Dhiras Tattva Namayati, those who are sober, learned, he is not disturbed. The purpose of Krishna to teach all these things to Arjuna, because he was very much perplexed how he would live killing all his kinsmen brothers. So Krishna wanted to point out that your brothers, your grandfather, they will not die. They will simply transfer the body, Bhashangsi Jinnani Jatha Vihaya. As we change our dress, similarly, change of body is also like that. There is nothing to be lamented. In another place, Bhagavad Gita, therefore it is said, Brahma, one who has understood Brahma, Prasanna, he is always joyful. He is not disturbed by this material condition. That is here stated, Janghina Bhatanti. These different transformation, different changes of nature, body and everything, one should not be disturbed by all these things. These are external. We are spirit soul. It is external body or external dress that is changing. See, if we understand nicely, Nabhatante, and you are not disturbed by these changes, then Samritattaya Kalpate, then he is making progress, spiritual progress. That means, spiritual progress means he is making progress towards eternal life. Spiritual life means eternal, blissful life of knowledge. That is spiritual life. So here is the recommendation. Try to become Krishna conscious. And then you will not be disturbed with all these external, ephemeral changes of the material world. Not only of this body, practically one who is advanced in spiritual life, he is not agitated by these so-called political upheavals or social disturbances. No, he knows these are simply external, just like in the dream. It is also a dream. Our present existence, it is also dream. Exactly like we dream at night. In dreaming, we create so many things. So, this material world is also a gross dreaming. Gross dreaming. That is subtle dreaming. And this is gross dreaming. That is the action of the mind, body, intelligence, dreaming. And here, the action of 5 material elements, earth, water, air, fire. But all of them, these 8, they are simply material. So we are thinking that I have now built a very nice house, skyscraper building. It is nothing but dream. Nothing but dream. Dream in this sense that as soon as I give up this body, all my skyscraper building, business, factory finished. Exactly the same dream. Dream is for few minutes or few hours. It is for few years, that's all. It is dream. So one should not be disturbed by this dreaming condition. That is spiritual life. One should not be disturbed, just like we are not disturbed. Suppose in dream I was put on the throne and I was working like a king, and after the dream is over, I am not sorry. Similarly, in dream, I was seeing the tiger has attacked me. I was actually crying. Here is tiger, save me. And the person who is lying behind me or beside me, he said, "Oh, why you are crying? Where is the tiger?" So when he is awakened, he sees there is no tiger. So everything is like that. But these dreams, these gross and subtle dreams are simply reflection. Just like what is dream? The whole day what I think, the dreaming is a reflection. Reflection. My father was doing cloth business. So sometimes in dreaming he was quoting price. This is the price. So similarly, it is all dreaming. This material existence made of these 5 gross elements and 3 subtle elements, they are exactly like dream. Smara nittam anittatam. Therefore Chanakya Pandit says, Smara nittam anittatam. This anitta, temporary. Dreaming is always temporary. So we must know that whatever we possess, whatever we are saying, these are all dreams, temporary. Therefore, if we become engrossed with the temporary things, so-called socialism, nationalism, familism, or thisism, thatism, and waste our time without cultivating Krishna consciousness, then that is called samayeva hi kevalam, simply wasting our time, creating another body. Our own business is that we should know that I am not this dream, I am fact, spiritual fact. So I have got a different business. That is called spiritual life. That is spiritual life. When we understand that I am Brahma, I am not this matter, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, that time we shall be joyful, because we are afflicted with so many changes of the material features, and we are sorry and happy being afflicted by all these external activities. But when we understand rightly that I am not concerned with all these things, then you become joyful. I have no response. I have nothing to do with all these things. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, na sochati na kankha. At that time you can feel that every living entity is exactly like you. It doesn't matter whether he is a learned Brahmin, whether he is a dog, whether he is a Chandala, whether he is an elephant, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, Brahmani, Gavihastini, Sunichecha Sapati, Pandita Samadarshi. That is required. That is spiritual vision. Pandita Samadarshi. Therefore, a devotee is first class Pandit. A devotee. Because he is Samadarshina. Samadarshina means he is feeling for others. A Vaishnava, paradukha dukhi, kripamudhijja. Vaishnava is very kind-hearted, merciful, because he feels for others. He feels for others in this sense that he knows what he is. He sees every living entity as part and parcel of God. then here is a part and parcel of God. He would have gone back to home, back to Godhead, and danced with Him, and lived very nicely, eternally, blissfully. Now he is rotting here as a hog, or as a human being, or as a king. The same thing. It is for few years only. So, a devotee therefore tries to take him out of this illusion. Therefore he is called Paradukha Dukhi. He is actually feeling others' distress condition, not these political leaders or social. What they can do? They make their own fortune, that's all. Or what is that fortune? That is also misfortune. If somebody thinks I have got some money, I am very fortunate. It is not fortune. Real fortunate is he who is advanced in Krishna consciousness. He is fortunate. Otherwise all are unfortunate. All are unfortunate. So in this way, one should come to the spiritual understanding, and the symptom is he is not disturbed by the material upheaval. Janghi navathanti te purusang purusarsava. Sama dukkha sukham. The symptom is sama dukkha, because he knows this is dreaming. Suppose you are dreaming, so either you suffer in the presence of a tiger, or you become a king in dream. What is the value? It is the same thing. There is no difference. After all, it is dreaming. Therefore, sama sukha dukkha. If I become very happy because I become a king or some big man, that is also dream. And if I think that I am so poor, I am suffering, I am diseased, that is also the same thing. Therefore, Krishna has in the previous verse has said, Tang tithi karsa bharat. Just little practice to tolerate, do your own business. Krishna consciousness. Juddha samamanusmara. Our real business is, as Krishna says, Manmana bhava mad bhakta madja jimanga namaskuru. Always think of me. So, this practice should go on. Never mind, I am so-called distressed or happy. Here, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Daite bhadra bhadra sakali sama. Ei bhalo, ei manda sab monodhar. Daite, in this dual, the world of duality, here, in this material world, this thing is very good, this thing is very bad. It is simply mental conflict. Everything here is bad, nothing good. So this is our mental creation only. This is good, this is bad. We are doing that. Just like in political field. This part is nice, this part is bad. But any party goes in the power, your condition is the same. The commodities price are increasing, there is no decreasing. Either you change this party or that party. So these are all concoction. If you want really happiness, if you want to real goodness, then you try to become Krishna conscious. That will make you real happy. Otherwise, if you are simply disturbed by this material condition, na sato vidyate bhava, na bhava vidyate sata, ubhayorapi drishta anta, tanayo tattvadarshibhi. Tattvadarshibhi, those who have seen the absolute truth, or those who have realized the absolute truth, they have concluded that the matter has no permanent existence and spirit, soul, has no annihilation. These two things should be understood. Asata means material. Na sata vidyate bhava. Asat, anything asat, anything in the material world, that is asat. Asat means will not exist, temporary. So you cannot expect permanent happiness in temporary world. That is not possible. But they are trying to become happy so many plan-making commission, utopian, but actually there is no happiness. So many commission. But a Tattvadarshi, they know, Tattvadarshi, one has seen or has realized the absolute truth. He knows that in the material world there cannot be any happiness. This conclusion should be made. This is simply phantasmagoria, if you want to become happy in this material world. But people have become so foolish, especially at the present day. They are simply making plan on this material world, how they will become happy. We are practically seeing what is in our country. It is far, far behind material civilization. In America, there are so many motor cars. Every third man or second man has got a car. We are poor men. We are sannyasis, brahmachari. Still in each temple we have got 4 or 5 cars. In each temple. Very nice car. Such car even ministers in India cannot imagine. You see? Nice cars. So they have got so many cars. But the problem is that always they are engaged in making roads, flyways, one after another, one after another. It has come to this stage, 4 or 5 storied roads. So, how we can become happy? Therefore, Tattvadarshi bhi na satas, you cannot become permanently happy in this material life. That is not possible. So, don't waste your time to become happy here. In another place it is said, padang padang jad vipadang na tesam. The same example can be given. In America, so many millions of people die of motor accident. How many? What is the statistic? You don't remember?
60,000.
60,000? No, more than that, 60. So many people die of motor accident. So, some of our students, a few months ago, he died of motor accident. The motor accident dying in America is not very astonishment, because the motors are running at the speed of 70 miles, 80 miles, 90 miles, and not only one motor car, one after another, hundreds. And if one is little slow, immediately taka. So, you cannot become happy. These boys and these girls, American, European, they have tasted all this motor car civilization. They have tasted very nicely. Motor car, nightclub and drinking, they have tasted very nicely. There is no happiness. Therefore they have come to Krishna consciousness. Therefore, na sato viddati bhava, na bhava viddati tata. Abhava. And sata. So, we are unhappy on account of our accepting asat, which will not exist. That is the description given by Prahlad Maharaj. Sada samudvigna dhiyam asad grahat. Sada samudvigna dhiyam. We are always anxious, full of anxiety. That's a fact. Every one of us full of anxiety. Why? Asad grahat. Because we have accepted this material body. Asad grahat. Tatsad manne suravajra dehinam. Sada samudvigna dhiyam. Dehinam. Dehina means, Deha Dehi, we have already discussed. Dehi means the proprietor of the body. So everyone is Dehi, either animal or human being or tree or anyone. Every living entity has accepted a material body. Therefore they are called Dehi. So Dehina, every Dehi, because he has accepted this material body, he is always full of anxiety. So we cannot be anxiety-free unless we come to Krishna consciousness. That is not possible. You have to become Krishna conscious. Brahma Bhuta, Prasannatma, immediately you become anxiety free. If you don't come to the platform of Krishna consciousness, you will always be full of anxieties. Sada samadagana dhiyam asad graha hityatma patam grihanda kupam vanangato jad harimasayata. That is Prahlad Maharaj giving us direction that if you want to get relief from this status of anxiety, sada samadagana dhiyam, then hityatma ghatam griha andakupam. Griha andakupam. Griha means there are so many meanings, especially it is meant home. Homesick. Our Vedic civilization is that you drive away from home, go away from home, to take sannyas, to take a vanaprastha, not to remain up to the last point of death as family member, grandfather, that is not our Vedic civilization. As soon as one is little grown up, panchasodhang balang brajet, he must get out from this griha andakupam. Griha andakupam, if we discuss threadbare, it may be very unpalatable. But we have to discuss from Shastra. What is griha? Griha, it is another word, it is called anganasrayam. Angana means woman. To live under the protection of wife. Anganasrayam. So Shastra recommends that you give up this anganasrama to go to the Paramahansa ashram, then your life will be saved. Otherwise, as Prahlad Maharaj says, grihanda kupam, if you keep yourself always in this dark well of so-called family life, then you will never be happy. Atmaghatam means you will never be able to understand spiritual life. Of course, not always, but generally you are too much attached to family life or extended family life. Extended family life, then society life, then community life, then national life, then international life. They are all grihanda. All grihanda. So, the Prahlad Maharaj advice is that you give up all this nonsense conception. Bonangato harimasayata. Just bonangata means just become free from this conception, beyond the kupam conception of life. Take the broader life of Krishna consciousness. Then you will be happy. Hityatmaghatam grihanda kupam bonangato jag harimasaya. Harimasa, the real business is harimasaya. Bonangata. Bonangata means go to the forest. Formerly, after grihastha life, vanaprastha life, sannyas life, they used to live in the forest. But going to the forest is not the main purpose of life. Because in the forest there are many animals. Does it mean they are advancing spiritual life? That is called Markot Vairagya. Markot Vairagya means manki renunciation. Manki is naked, Naga Baba. Naked and eats fruit, monkey, and lives under the tree or on the tree. But he has got at least 3 dozen wives. So this Markot Vairagya, this kind of renunciation has no value. Real renunciation. Real renunciation means you have to give up the Annakupa life and take shelter of Krishna, Harimasraya. If you take shelter of Krishna, then you can give up all this ism life. Otherwise it is not possible. You will be entrapped by this ism life. So hityatmaghatam grihanda kupam banangata harimasraya. Not to give up. If you give up something, you must take up something. Otherwise it will be disturbed. Take up. That is the recommendation. Parang Drishtya Nivartate. You can give up your family life, social life, political life, this life, that life, when you take Krishna conscious life. Otherwise it is not done. Otherwise you must have to take some of this life. There is no question of your freedom. There is no question of freedom from anxiety. This is the way. So here the same thing, that Tattvadarshini, those who are actually seer of the absolute truth, Athata Brahma Jignasa, as it is said in the Vedanta Sutra. Just yesterday one boy was asking me, what is the Vedanta? Vedanta, what is the meaning of Vedanta? It is very nice, it is very easy. Veda means knowledge, and Anta means ultimate. The Vedanta means ultimate knowledge. The ultimate knowledge is Krishna. Krishna says, Vedaishta sarvai aham eva vedam. Vedanta krit, Vedanta vidcha aham. He is the maker of Vedanta and he is the knower of Vedanta. Unless he is knower of Vedanta, how you can write Vedanta? Actually, Vedanta philosophy is written by Vyasadeva, incarnation of Krishna. So he is Vedanta krit and he is Vedanta vid also. So, the question was whether Vedanta means Advaitavad, Advaitavad. So, it is very easy to understand. The first aphorism of Vedanta, Athata Brahma Jignasa, to inquire about Brahma, the absolute truth. Now, to inquire where? If you want to inquire, you must go to somebody who knows the things. Therefore, immediately in the very beginning of Vedanta Sutra, there is duality. The one must inquire and one must answer. Athata Brahma Jignasa. So, in Vedanta Sutra, how you can say it is Advaitavad, it is Dvaitavad? From the very beginning, Athata Brahma Jignasa, one must inquire what is Brahma and what must reply, or the spiritual master or the disciple, that it is dual. How you can say it is Advaitavad? So, we have to study in this way. Here it is said, Tattvadarshini. Tattvadarshini means Vedantavi, the one who knows Vedanta. Janmadasya jata, one who knows the absolute truth from where everything begins. Janmadasya jata. That is the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, the natural commentary of Vedanta Sutra is Srimad Bhagavatam. Jivasya tattva jignasa. Jivasya tattva jignasa. This is our life. Jivasya, of every living being. Every living being, especially human being. Because cats and dogs, they cannot inquire about Brahma or the absolute truth. Therefore, the conclusion is that the human form of life, one should not be engaged simply in the animal propensities of life. That is simply waste of time. He must inquire of the absolute truth, Athata Brahma Jignasa. And he must try to understand Tadvidhi, Tattvadarshini, from the Tattvadarshi, Jnanina, Tattvadarshina, these are the words. So, in the human form of life, therefore, in every society, the system is that the children are sent to schools, colleges, to understand things. Similarly, for spiritual understanding, Tadvijnanatham sa gurumeva avigachet. Avigachet means one must. There is no alternative. One cannot say, I may not go. No. If you do not go, then you are cheated. That is our Vaishnava system. Ado Buddhasram. The first thing is to take shelter of the bona fide spiritual master. Ado Buddhasram. Sadharma Prichya. Not that as it has become a system, I make a guru. Now my business is finished. I have got a guru. No. Tattva Jignasa. Jivasya Tattva Jignasa. Guru means, to accept Guru means to inquire from him about the absolute truth. Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam. These are the Vedic injunctions. One who is Jigyasu means inquisitive. Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam. Shreya means beneficial. So Uttama, the prime benefit. One who is inquisitive to know about the prime benefit of life, for him there is need of accepting a guru. Tasmat gurum prapaddita jigyasu se uttamam sabde cha paretu nisnatam brahmani kumusmat. So, this is our Krishna consciousness movement. We are trying to educate people to understand the value of life, the value of spiritual life, especially Bhagavad, Dharmana Bhagavatani. So, by understanding spiritual life, by understanding one's actual constitutional position, he may be enlightened. What is the end of life? What is the duty of life? What is the purpose of life? That is Krishna consciousness movement. Thank you very much.